So we've managed to get incredibly lucky out of a preview pack and got ourselves Hierro. He is tradable, so I thought, you know what, we'll give him a go, we'll see what he's like, and then we'll ship him down the river for some more transfer profit. He is a 3-star weak foot, mostly lengthy at 6'2", bruiser, playstyle plus, and he has got the defender plus and a ball playing defender plus. Now, I'm pretty good with the defender and stopper. Ball playing defender I like, but I've not really found my cup of tea with it as of yet. In terms of playstyle pluses, playstyles in general, we've got ourselves block, slide tackle, aerial, long ball pass, power header and dead ball. Bruiser plus, it's got to be decent enough, especially at this point in the game where not many people have playstyle pluses yet, unless you've got into the crazy division, and elite division is just probably full of them. Virgil van Dijk, Saliba, all of them. Everybody else doesn't have them. Pace-wise, we're looking pretty good because everybody else has been dropped. He's kind of in a pretty good playing field at this point. Incredible defending, 84 on the physical, composure's good, decent amount of reactions. I think he's going to be solid, especially at this point in the game. He more than likely will be able to get the job done. In a month's time or 2 months' time, when the pacing's gone a little bit more into the more meta side, maybe he drops out a little bit, but we will speculate that after we've given him a go. Good block from him. Can we get the second? Oh, Declan Rice of all people. I must admit, we have been using Carragher as he was my pre-order hero. I thought, to be honest, he's been doing a pretty good job at this lower division, so I'm very happy that Hierro more than likely should be able to do the same. So I've got no worries about Hierro being able to be up on that sort of level. It's going to be kind of more my ability with him, to be honest, more so than anything. Big header from him, nearly managing to get it in on his first try. There we go, lining up the challenge if we can. There it is, beautiful. We used Mycon yesterday, and honestly, the difference in a slightly more priced player, someone 100k to 300 compared to your 20k, 30k players at this point in the game is massive. Like the tackling's so much better. Obviously it comes down to stats, of course it does. Like, I'm not saying that it's undeserving, but it's just crazy the difference. It's very nice to see, and hopefully everybody manages to get to a certain level, because I must admit, with better players, the game is quite enjoyable, but I don't know if that's because everybody else doesn't have the better players. I suppose that's why you pay the money, to be able to get them teams before everybody else, and you can have at least a little bit of fun having a better team. That's got to be offside. Oh, we screw up on that one. Again, it's kind of my defending more so than anything. I'm really struggling with just being very patient with holding them DM runs and kind of not going too full force with it. Oh no, we've been completely taken out here. There it is. Oh, it's terrible. That is not a reflection on Hierro in any shape or form. That is purely my defending. Terrible. Good block from Hierro. Managed to see Jesus this time round. He's going to do it again. Lovely block. Oh no, it's Carragher this time. Lovely. Block plus as well, which is working nicely. Ooh, Herrera's got a look at coming across. We've been done out by the left back. Can we come? Oh no, I've done a penalty. Oh, I was just going in front of him as well. He's got a foot race. So I mean, pace-wise, he's still absolutely fine. Like that's not a problem at all. Back post. Oh. Good challenge again. Gets a little bit sidestepped, but manages to recover incredibly. Good strength from him. Gets the ball out nicely. Very, very strong on the ball, which is exactly what you want in a defender, obviously. Coming across again. He's going to look for the cut, of course. Ooh, Tauram doing him. Should have went for that pass. That was bog standard error from me. Good challenge again. Can we get the through ball? A little bit of Gakpo. Oh, what a finish. Good challenge. Ooh, doesn't get the second duel there, but manage it. Gordon. Lovely. Gordon being the centre-back of the lifetime. Oh, he just passes straight into me. Good challenge again. Gray on the interceptions. So going into the overall for Hierro then. Coming in at 170, give or take. The one thing that I have noticed with the market this week, and I know it's all early access and we're getting the whole market up now, is how consistent everything is. It's just nuts. Like, we saw Mycon yesterday, and literally the line doesn't sway that much. Like, obviously we've got a little bit down here. We're starting to tail off, as we know we're coming to the start of the game for everybody. But like, when we look at the consistent values, it's hardly like maybe a couple here that it's like crazy up and down spikes. And now, maybe that's just me not looking at this graph loads, but it just seems to be very hovering around the same. Max at 220, lowest at 160, currently at the moment at 170. Give or take, depending on the time of day. I think in terms of a centre-back, you're absolutely fine with him. Now, would I go out and buy icons? It's kind of the big thing. This being my very first icon review is we are getting icon packs if you was to go 15-0 in champs. Now, they are untradeable. They are very hard to get. I'm not saying that 15 wins is going to be any easier than going 20-0 and going 40-0, whatever you want. But it is still a thing. There is people that go pros that go 15-0, 20-0 every single week without a sweat. That's why there's a whole business around playing people's champs, because people can guarantee the max rewards. Now, with this one, you cannot physically lose one match. It's only 15, but that's a lot. Whereas at least with kind of last year, I think you could lose one and then win the rest and still be fine. But it's going to be an interesting one to see how that affects the market. And then also the next set of campaign icons like your Trailblazers, your Centurions, anything like that with icon in it. It's interesting to see where the next step is. But in terms of him, absolutely fine. Now, nobody's voted on him, which is obvious because the game's fully out today. Now, you've got the options of either going for the Shadow for the maximum amount of pace, or you go for the Anchor for half of the pace, but you get a bit more physical. Now, I would probably go with the Shadow to start with because you want that max pace boost. Because then you get the 97 defending, physical's still pretty good. Good jumping, stamina's fine, strength is at a decent level, and you've got a bit of an aggression anyway. You only go, well, I say 95 strength's pretty good, but aggression's only going to 85, and jumping's not going to make that much of a difference in terms of your overall feel, whereas I do think the pace would be the better shout to go here. And obviously there is still better centre-backs that you can go for that are much cheaper. You are just paying for the icon, which is hilarious that I got him from this preview pack because I need a Spanish icon in the team to link Bonmati, to link Lorente, Yamal, and then also the rest of the Spanish boys. So I needed just one extra player, and obviously he did come from that. Now, obviously, if we were looking at everybody else, you got 420 for Cannavaro, 190 for Puyol. Now, I do think Hierro definitely deserves a bit more respect than that, but when you look at like the kind of top icons, it's like 1,600,000. Then we go a bit further down, you've got Coman, Nesta. The fact that he's cheaper than all of them, I think he'd actually pretty decent price, but Rudiger's on the same sort of level. Naturally, anybody that you're looking at in terms of pricing right now is always going to lose because naturally we're at the start of the game. Their only way is down until they hit their absolute minimum. Like if you went and bought an Hierro right now, 92k, give it 2 months, I guarantee he is not 92k. Same with Van der Ven, 50,000. Guarantee in the end of a couple of months he's like 10, maybe even 2k by then, because he's an 82 rated. Naturally they fall in their own category. But if I was looking like Tomori, incredible. Been loving Bastoni, Marquinhos is quite good, Konate, so I wouldn't necessarily go out and say you need to go buy him. But a potential for him if you've got him untradeable, he most definitely is not a terrible centre-back. I'd say a starting rating, I'd solid like a solid 9. As we go through the month and probably get into the first and second, I think it would drop down as low as 6, I'd say, because we're going to get a very crazy amount of cards. I can already feel it this year. We're going to get so many promos, it's going to be unbelievable. But solid pool for me, I'm hoping. Hopefully you've got your first icon very, very soon, if not already. Let me know your highest rated pool coins or rating, and I will catch you all for the next one.